sections 3.12.138 mural sign establishing provisions for mural signs. The only, I guess, request I would have on this, I mean, certainly if staff has new information from last time, I'd like to hear it. I'd like this to be set for one of maybe the next time we do a Saturday one. I felt like the last time we discussed it, I don't want to keep kicking the can down the road, but I also felt like the last time we discussed it, we were all kind of, we were all bringing up good points that I feel like maybe in one of those workshops we could get further into it. But I'll defer to council if council has anything you want to add to that.
I think it should be discussed in a workshop. One thing under number 5, where murals signs are not permitted adjacent to or within public view, Jacksboro Highway or River Oak Boulevard, you're basically saying we're not going to have any at all. That's the way I look at that. And I think there
Seems like if you're going to have them, that's the place you have them.
I'm sorry.
I said, it seems to me like if you're going to have them, that's where you would have them, on the commercial corridors, instead of saying only residential season.
Well, it's designed to be on the side or in the back. Wow.
Okay.
Well, they're on the side, but there'd be a public view that's on the side.
In some instances, that's possible.
I don't see why we'd have anything against something on the back if nobody else can see it.
Yeah. But that's one that wasn't viewable from the highway. That's how that was set up.
I know it's a steep ride or whatever, but to me it looks like you could have a situation where if somebody wanted to put one of those on the building, it could be a sketch could be brought in of what it is. It could come before some review process to make sure it meets community standards, if not some hate group or something like that. And as long as it fits the area and there's no opposition to it, and we have someone that says we're going to put it on there, we're going to maintain it, and be responsible for it if it starts paint peeling or whatever, then I don't really have a problem with it. I think we need to have some review process before it's ever allowed to be put on there.
I think you have to be careful when you start naming roads, so.
Yeah, she made it pretty clear that we couldn't really, because you're judging.
It's First Amendment issue. So if you have definite criteria, you can do it, but it can't be, I like that, but I don't like that because it doesn't reflect my ideas.
But, you know, I mean, I think that was a review, if we could set up, I guess with your help, set up some kind of system that would guide us on that, but then.
Look at Fort Worth maybe, because Fort Worth has a lot of murals, especially in there.
In there, I haven't seen a lot of bad ones, so are they doing something there that makes?
Well, you haven't been in some parts of town though, too, so we might want to,
Yeah.
you might want to, what criteria they're using, probably do that.
Well, don't they charge if you put the company name or logo in your mural?
I don't know.
I think that if your business is in the mural, I think they got cost.
Uh-huh.
They don't work.
That was, James, wasn't that, was it?
Yes, with lettuce cook on Monticello.
With the monkeys, they could have them, but they couldn't put their name on there.
That's right. If they put their name on it, then they owe Fort Worth a piece of the pie.
And then they did the butterflies as well.
I'll wait for him to finish it. Oh,
It is finished.
Near south side. I like both sides. But
Yeah, yeah.
And I know, I read where Saginaw is now, they did one for their old fire station, and it looks almost like a photograph, really nicely done. But they have a review committee that you have to bring it before them, and they approve it.
If they're on public buildings, you have the authority, I mean, if it's your building, you can do it, but if you're regulating it on other buildings, it's going to be, if it's on the fire station, yeah, so they own the building, so they can decide what picture they want on the building. But when you're deciding what businesses can put on their buildings, that's a little bit different.
Well, it also do it on, Celtic boxes and stuff like that, I don't know if they're
They're
wrapped.
wrapping
Yeah, why not, they're nice.
White Settlement did that several years ago. They brought in the school district to make,
Yeah.
provide the artwork out of their boxes.
But they're publicly owned.
Right, yes,
Yeah, right.
yeah, no, I'm not saying.
Yeah, so that, I mean, that's.
Obviously, I guess you gotta have permission.
And then there's all the square
Whoever
footage
owns the
thing
box,
there.
Right, yeah.
to allow that to.
Well, we represent White Settlement and Saginaw, so I can see what criteria they, what works to be interesting to look at too. So I'll email myself right now.
So let's try to,
Criteria we can have to have some control,
so,
rather than a free-for-all.
so let's try to, I think it's, instead of it, if it suits council, instead of it coming back up on each agenda here, let's just, whatever that next Saturday is, since we wind up doing a good 4 hours of work on those mornings at minimum, let's set this for that and then have the goal of coming out of that with a direction that we can actually bring it to the,
Isn't the problem with that, though, we don't have the attorney
can have the attorney here.
on
How early
Saturday?
on Saturday morning? I got it so.
There you go,
That's what I meant, not necessarily the attorney, but the attorney's associate. Yes.
We have that after workshop.
Yes, so I think what we've heard, Betsy mentioned Saginaw and White Settlement, as well as Fort Worth. So as much information that we can have, whenever we do, and then that way we can come out of that with a clear direction of where we're gonna go. I agree.
And we also have the signed ordinance in general.
That needs to be
Yeah,
addressed.
we can dive.
Well, it may not, but I mean, if we're gonna be here, talking signs
It needs to
anyway.
be addressed, you're right. If we're gonna redevelop the boulevard, that's something.
The sign ordinance,
We're kind of waiting on that till we get the zoning done.
Okay. But I think it plays hand in hand.
It does, it all plays hand in hand with the quarter.
I would be surprised to see the legislature change that, so they can't do that either. If they change the building material, might as well change the sign. We'll see.
Okay, so we're gonna, move on from item number 14. Item number 15 is to consider approval of ordinance number 1262-2020, amending the 2019-20 general fund budget, expending community center dollar donation funds for building improvements.
You'll need to table this too, because that goes with the
So I don't have enough information to make a decision on that.
Okay, so we'll move to item number 16, which is consider approval of resolution number 1001-2020, adopting the Tarrant County Hazard Mitigation Plan, January 2020.
There you go, Joe. It's right there, you can read it to us real quick.
Yeah. I think that's about, what is it, Martin, 2,300 pages altogether it is. Yeah.
And you don't really have a choice.
I went to,
Yeah, right.
I went to Alabama, most of the reading I do, they have pop-ups that come out.
Well, I think I've streamlined this that I can share with you this evening pretty good, so we're not here for an extra 45 minutes or an hour. Like I said, this is a hazardous mitigation action plan.
If you go over 20, I'm begging.
Okay, all right. We started doing this in 2017. The city of River Oaks did not have one of these in place when I came on board in 2012 or 2011. So we were a little bit too late to get on that, but we moved towards it, and now it's coming down to putting everything together. My team on this was myself, Gordon, and Marvin, and we dealt with some of the things with Public Works. And so what we came out of that is we got our hazards and our mitigation strategies within our jurisdiction. And by the way, just to kind of give you a heads up, we've got over 30 of our partners that's also going with this. City of Arlington, Hazel, Bedford, Blue Mound, Colleyville, Crowley, Dalworthington Gardens, Edgecliff, Euless, Everman, Forest Hill, Fort Worth, Grapevine, Halton City, Haslett, Hurst, Keller,